Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name is Matt. It has been been a little bit. It's been a little bit. So today it is July something. I don't know. July 14th, 15th. Is it the 15th? Billy, what's the date? Ugh, useless. I'm telling you, if you ever get a cat, make sure you get one that can read a calendar. So yeah, it's July 15th, 2024. My mental health is a thing that exists. My physical health, we're not talking about. Boy, howdy, what is up? So it's been a weird little bit of time. This summer has been very strange. A lot of celebrities have been dying. I mean, just in the past few days, we've lost Shelley Duvall. We've lost Dr. Ruth. We've lost, Richard Simmons. And just was it yesterday or the day before, we lost Shannon Doherty. Now, these are not like Hollywood isn't now scrambling to find people to fill their shoes exactly, but these were important people. These were celebrities that we would see on TV and we would read about in magazines, and to a certain extent we idolized them. We believed everything Dr. Ruth told us. I'm not going to go into details about what she told us, but I'll tell you what, Richard Simmons, sweating to the oldies. My mom she's now an oldie and she sweats a lot, but this is not what I'm talking about. He had people moving. He really did. He was he was like I mean, we didn't know what to make of him, but doggone it, he got people moving. Shannon Doherty, 90210. I remember her from Mallrats. I mean, obviously I remember from Heathers and 90210, but Mallrats, Kevin Smith's second film, I loved that movie. It was one of those super quotable movies that I haven't seen in a while, and I'm pretty sure it didn't hold up, but nevertheless, Shannon Doherty, and Shelley Duvall, of course, from so many movies, from Popeye to The Shining. She just was this sweet, geeky little thing, and you don't think about celebrities, when you're young, you don't think about celebrities dying, it's just, or you expect them to die, but when they're very, very old. Shannon Doherty was not that old. She was in her 50s and she had cancer, and it was sad and terrible. But, or at least I think that's what happened. I'm not really sure. But I didn't really keep up with the tabloid gossip about, forgotten celebrities. But that's all good and well. How have you been doing? Great. So today was a fun thing. I've been a little gloomy lately. I've been tired, constantly tired. Not really motivated to exercise at all, and my physical health has dramatically reflected that. Now, some people will hear me say those things that I just said, and immediately you'll say, "Oh, that sounds like depression, my guy." And yep. So I've been depressed lately, I guess. Just that kind of low level background noise depression. Not the I can't get out of bed and what's the purpose in anything kind of depression, but the I guess I'm not going to get anything productive done today. I guess I'll just go to sleep. That kind of thing. And when you have that thought at 9:30 at night, that's one thing. But when you start having that thought at 5 o'clock in the evening, that's not helpful. There's plenty of time to be productive. It's just I didn't want to be. So, been trying to write. That's not been going well. I've been very busy at work. A lot of changes in state school bus training requirements. So I've been writing new curriculum for trainees and all that kind of good stuff. And I know that sounds absolutely awful. And some of you are probably like, "Hey, I think I figured out where your depression came from." No, I actually enjoy doing that stuff. Yeah, I like writing training curriculum for school bus drivers. I don't know what's wrong with me. But today was kind of an interesting day. This whole week is going to be a weird week. We have our state inspections coming in. So all of our buses are going to have like police officers going over every little inch looking for any flaw at all, and we've historically our district has done very, very well. We've even had a few years with perfect scores, which is kind of unheard of. And so we do well. We have a reputation for being fastidious when it comes to the maintenance of our vehicles, and that's great, but that doesn't happen accidentally. And so everyone at the transportation office is this week, we're scrambling, we're trying to make sure all the last minute details are covered. And on top of that, all the drivers who have been off all summer are trickling in to finalize their routes before the school year starts in about a month. And it's just a lot of hustle and bustle, and a lot of chaos. People asking questions. People complaining about oh, they closed this road for construction. How am I going to get through to my route, or how am I going to get to the high school, or just lots of questions that we don't know yet. We're going to have to wait and see. And lots of equipment changes, and by that I mean we're getting new buses, not just new buses, but also new types of buses. Lots of new features that as a trainer I have to learn all that stuff so that I can teach everyone else, how does that work, that kind of thing, so that on the first day of school we don't have somebody say, hey, I can't put my bus into gear, and then the mechanics have to call over the radio and be like, well, you have range inhibitors, you're going to have to depress the service brake before you put it in gear, and all that kind of good stuff. And so they've been a lot of new things kind of falling in my lap, but mostly the fun thing was going over my routes today and getting to look at everything and see, oh, good, I got this person still on my bus, or oh no, that person's not on my route anymore. And I look at a stop and I'll think, wait a minute, there should be more people at that stop, and then I realize, oh, that's because Shep graduated, or that's because Quill graduated, or or I should have like fewer people. Why don't I have fewer? Why do I have so many people at that stop? Oh, that's because so and so didn't move like they said they were gonna, or didn't end up getting their driver's license, or this or that or the other thing. It's one thing for me to have memories of my route and all that stuff to kind of like look forward to, but it's an entirely different thing when I see sort of like concrete evidence that nope, these kids aren't coming back this year. They really are gone, and that's very sad. Or when I look at some of my fifth graders and I realize this is it. This is my last year with these kids. I've had some of these kids since they were in kindergarten, and for those kids who were in kindergarten when I took this route, they're going to be fifth graders this year. And that is it. I won't have them in middle school, and some of them I won't have them in high school because they might live in a neighborhood that my bus doesn't go for high school. A different high school bus picks those kids up. So just it's bittersweet because I love watching these kids get so much smarter and so much older, and just watching them grow and watching them mature and change and become something more like the adults that they will be. But I also know that I have to like hand them off to someone else. And, you just hope that this other person appreciates them the way you appreciate them. And it's just life. You let things go, and, it's sad and it's hard, but it goes on, so and it is fun to see, like, our route sheets have everyone's grade, like what year they're in at school. And one in particular who has every year dreaded the seniors graduating because she always makes friends with the seniors. And there's always some senior that she really connects with, and then that senior graduates. And then the next year she makes friends with another senior, and they become very close, and then that senior graduates. And this year, Olivia is the senior, and she has been dreading it. And it's so sweet to remind her, like, you are now someone's senior. You know, like, you get to be that for someone else. And so it's yeah, it was just a good morning. I got to, look over my route sheets, and there's some there's some stops that make me anxious, and there's a lot of road construction that I'm gonna have to work around. And they've got one full road closed, and I have to drive on that road. I have one neighborhood that I pull into. It's only one way in, one way out, but it's all on that road. And then I have to drive about 1/8 of a mile down the road, which is closed, to get into another neighborhood. So, we'll we'll see. It's things like this are genuinely the most stressful part of my job, and it's not like these road construction guys are not aware that cars need to drive on roads. That's what roads are for. That is why they have to fix roads, because cars keep driving on them. So they're aware, they understand, they know, but how much are they going to be willing to work with me on this? That's my question. So whatever. Worst case scenario, we have to contact some parents and say, hey, your new bus stop is going to require you to drive your kids somewhere else. And I'll pick them up there. But I genuinely don't know how it's going to look. But we'll get it done. Everyone's going to get to school, and everyone's going to get home, and it's going to be wonderful. And I'm very much, very much looking forward to being the person who handles all of that. Yeah, anyway. How are you? I know I already asked that, but you still haven't answered. So, Billy and Gus, our cats, they're doing great. Aren't you guys? You guys, yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, they're snoozing by the back door. They keep seeing birds and chipmunks, and they don't know what to do with them. They're like, oh, there's the thing. Oh, it ran away. Oh, look, oh, there's another one. They're not outdoor cats at all. They've never gone outside. I don't imagine they will ever. They've got plenty of things to do indoors. Mostly eat and sleep and attack each other, which, yeah, I get it. I've had siblings. I know how it works. So, but my wife has recently, I don't know why she's brought this up, but she keeps being like, should we get a third cat? And rarely are so many members of this family on the same page, but we all respond to that question with a resounding no. Not that we don't love our cats, not that we wouldn't love another cat. It's just we're going through a lot of changes right now, and adding a cat is not what we need. I'm so sorry. My body just rejected the air that was held within it, and I burped. I'm sorry. That's horrible. I'm embarrassed, and I feel rude, so let's move on. When I say going through a lot of changes, I just mean we've got one child who is leaving middle school, entering high school, and also joining the marching band. Today was the first day of marching band camp, so I anticipate one very exhausted 14-year-old in the house later. We've got one child who is now driving. She has her own car. She's cruising all over the place. She's a menace to everyone, but we love her anyway. We've got one child who, not much has changed. However, he's been just tired constantly because work has him doing just a weird work schedule, and he's working his butt off, doing a great job. We're proud. My wife's trying to get her master's degree, so she's working real hard there. I've been working all sorts of craziness at the transportation center. Most of the time, let's be honest, I'm not lazy. I like to do things that no one will pay me for. So, the work I like to do is I like to do creative things. I like to write novels, and I like to build things that aren't useful or attractive. I like to, if you know someone who will pay me to assemble jigsaw puzzles, that's a job I think I could do. I log in a lot of overtime on that. But no, I this summer I've been in the office working my butt off. Not even like 8 hours a day. I do about 5 hours a day is usually what I do, and that's still quite a bit more than I normally do during the summer. There's just been a lot. Oh no, there's just been a lot of work to do, and yeah, I've been busy. So, and then we're all gonna go off and start the school year, so none of us will be home. Excuse me, Billy, get your face out of your brother's rear end. Nobody needs that. What are you doing? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Billy is, I don't know what, biting at his brother's backside, and his brother retaliated by biting his own foot. We have one gross cat and one stupid cat. I don't know. So we're all going back to school. We're not going to be here all day. Not the best time to introduce a new animal to the family. So, no, we don't want a third cat. Did you guys forget that that's what I was talking about? Because I kind of did. Anyway. All right. I'm going to call it quits. I just wanted to give you guys a fun little update. I know the last video was also an update, but I so rarely am home alone, capable of shooting a video without people walking in and being like, who are you talking to? What's going on with the words and talking? I'm confused. That's what they all sound like. It's weird. You guys wouldn't believe it. It's uncanny how much I sound like all the people in my family just now. So that is all. You guys are wonderful and amazing, and I'm looking forward to making more videos as soon as I can. I want to do more Minecraft, but my phone has been argumentative. It doesn't want to, while I'm talking, I'll play. It doesn't want to play Minecraft and record videos at the same time. And I know I was supposed to get a new phone a while ago, and that still hasn't happened. One day. I also need new shoes. You want to talk about that? So, okay, cool beans. Dang it. Gosh darn it. I missed. But I didn't miss that one. I nailed it. Awesome. You guys are wonderful and amazing, and I love you all to pieces, and I hope very much to see you in the next one. Will I make a hole in this one? Will I? Probably, because I am amazing. Yes, that is the truth. I rock. That is all. Goodbye.